Come on. Moving like a soldier.
Looking to get into competitive virtual reality gaming? Register and compete for free at VRMasterLeague.com. Join hundreds of community members in the official Discord, where you can find a team, discuss a game, and more. Every week, teams from across the globe play for the chance to participate in the end-of-season championship tournament for prizes from league sponsors, ProTube VR, and VR Cover. Think you got what it takes? Join VR Master League and find out.
Sickness getting dangerously close to objective, though. He is going for the plant.
Operator taking shots. They know he's back by the objective room.
Kino's does have no idea Beasley managed to get past him. It's going to be a 3v3 for beginners.
But this is catastrophic for Raphael, right?
Soul defender now to the map.
God, look at this.
Kills on him. He did it!
He's getting greedy. Is he gonna get it? He gets it. He gets the knife.
A grenade returning for Sir Al, and Sir Al is down. That's how you throw a grenade.
You hear someone here?
He hears Scooby. He got Scooby. Another one coming. Operator. He got operator. Oh! That was too close.
Oh my gosh.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another cast of VR Master League. Today we have SMC Tactical going against Danglers, which I cannot spell. I spelled it Dangles, so we're going to fix that right now. Danglers, there we go. So this is actually a high-profile match here. You do have Danglers, which are currently ranked number 8. They are playing against SMC Tactical, which I believe is ranked number 5. Let me double check that. Yes, SMC Tactical ranked number 5. Danglers ranked number 8. Danglers have been up and down within that top 10 spot for the last couple weeks. They're definitely looking for a win right here to push them higher. Looks like we do have both teams ready to go. If y'all do notice any audio issues, I've had a couple issues with audio lately. Make sure you let me know. But we're going to be getting into game here pretty quick. We are on Quarantine 1, so this could go either way. This is a great map for long-range shots. A lot of the top teams do like this map because it is fairly balanced. I'm very interested to see what happens between these two teams. I don't have any predictions as to who's going to win this one. I think this is going to be a very close match. So I'm just hoping for something close, something a lot of fun. You do have SMC Tactical. They are going to be on defense. Did we only get 4 in? No, I missed one to the right. Okay. So we do have all 5. Mr. Beefy is going to go right side. Looks like we have 2 that are going to go right side, 1 up the middle, 2 up the middle, 1 on the left side. Meanwhile, we're getting a hard push already from Dangler. Sickness already taken out, but he did go 1 for 1. Riboman is up on that position as well. I don't know if he is able to sneak through. It looks like Brass is going to go for a revive. He's out in the open. Brass is able to actually go 1 for 1 with somebody in the building, and he was able to pick up Sickness. Sorry, I wasn't able to see who the Marsoc player was. We have 2 Marsoc down. Great revive. And Sickness is back up. He should be able to see Riboman. Riboman actually sees the dead body in the road. I believe he thinks it's the same body. He does not realize Sickness has moved up. But Riboman should now see Sickness. They're like right there on each other. And there it is. Shots out by Riboman. Great shots. It is 2 down for each team. We're getting another revive on the tank. We did lose our last Marsoc member who was back on the roof, which is currently being taken over by Mexecutioner. Mexecutioner's going to have some great vision down towards the objective. There's 1 Marsoc player on objective, another one behind the tank. Mexecutioner should be able to see the guy moving around the tank. A couple of shots are out. He's in a great spot right there. He just has to be careful not to get tagged by Mr. Beefy. And here we go. Here goes the push from the opposite side. Landon is, of course, holding opposite side of the objective where Riboman is going to be sneaking up very shortly. Unfortunately, Landon moves a little too quick. Riboman able to get the shots. Huge advantage for Danglers. This is a hard objective to defend. Beefy is kind of stuck. Mexecutioner is going to be able to hold him in place. Riboman and Llewellyn are going to be able to press in on this objective. And just like that, round is over. Great push by Danglers, and that is 1 point Danglers. Very fast round right there. That's exactly what I'd expect to happen on. I'm going to turn down the game volume a little bit. It looks like it is a little loud. If we need to turn the game volume back up or myself up, let me know. But that is actually what I did expect there. I did expect a pretty solid push from Danglers, and they were able to do that and pull it out in the end. Only losing 2 members, so having 3 members up through the entire round, that was very good for them for that final push. My guess is this is going to be a pretty fast match. These teams like to get down to business. All right, so we are going to switch sides. It is going to be a different objective as well. Where are we at? Are we back by gas station? No, we are not. We're right here. Let's go ahead and get a camera up there. And we'll get a camera over here on the ambulance as well. And here we go. We're going to get a north spawn for Marsoc. That's actually a really good advantage for them. They're going to be able to take roof access pretty quickly. And that's gonna be a great vantage point. The flip side to that is Volk will have advantage of getting the wing on the opposite side, and that wing can actually look at the and see the rooftop. And you see Joe Mama's already moved up on that wing, so there's a great chance for a little sniping battle. I don't think anybody's got scopes that I saw, but you can still tag them with a red dot. And actually, it looks like they're not even going to take the roof. The roof is very common, and maybe they're thinking it's a little too common, so they're going to try something a little bit different. They're going to slow push. They are going spread across the entire map. You do have one Marsoc who's going to be pushing all the way back behind Marsoc Pit. That is going to be beefy. Volk are all pretty close to objective. You don't have anybody pushing up to that burning building. Everybody playing a little passive, which might be a good thing, especially since SMC Tactical is coming in with a spread formation. It's going to be a little bit easier for the 1v1s. However, we are getting that flank. He's going to be peeking around this back in not too long a time unless Joe Mama is able to suppress him. Shots are out. More shots on Joe Mama's location. Here we go. We got a push coming through gas station. Executioner is on that position. He's going to be able to poke out and see Brass right now. He did not see Brass, but Landon was able to see him. Brass very fortunate right there. And that is 1 Volk down. Llewellyn. He's going to have people coming right up behind him right now. Both sides. Llewellyn looking the wrong way. Brass able to take him out. Now we know Joe Mama is giving away his location. Brass is going to be looking that way as well. Joe Mama takes 1 down. The flanker is taken down as well. Expediter able to take out Landon. So we have 2 Marsoc, 2 Volk. No, I'm sorry, 2.5 Volk. We do have we have Joe Mama who has taken a bullet. 1 more bullet should finish him off. Here we go. Expediter stuck in the smoke grenade. He's not going to be able to see anything unless it is right on him, unless he moves out. But he's content to hold that spot. He's just making sure nobody sneaks underneath them. The 2 Marsoc members are actually a little too far away. They probably will not make it before that smoke dissipates. They do have plenty of time. Shots out from actually shots out on Pongcake. That was Joe Mama who actually had flanked around. So we are down to the last Marsoc member, and he is on objective. He's able to take him down. He's able to take 2 down. It's a 1-on-1. Joe Mama's got to get to objective. Sickness going to be putting in that code. He may have just seen Joe Mama. It looks like he did. He's going to get shot. Yes! He does get shot in the back. He almost made the corner right there. Great heads-up play by Joe Mama, recognizing he's the last one alive and rushing that objective. Unfortunate that Sickness didn't see him. I thought he had seen him when he popped out right here. But obviously not. He thought he was behind the building and ran with his back open. Great play by Joe Mama to give the Danglers yet another point. So far, so good for the 8th place team. They got their eyes set on rank number 5 SMC, so they're gonna put their best foot forward and see if they can't get a huge win right here. either team winning. I wouldn't say that either team is necessarily an underdog except for their position and rank. I would say Danglers want this win because this win can just boost them so much more than playing somebody that's out of the top 10. So both teams want this. It's just a matter of which team wants it more. All right, we do have yellow spawn objective. And that was a bad camera. Let's put a camera on this side. Yeah, I don't know what a lot of people call this building. We call it yellow building simply because on the Onward wiki, the spawn color indicator is yellow, and so we started calling it yellow spawn, yellow building. So if you ever hear me call colors, that's why. It's because of the the original wiki posts that have all the objectives marked. All right, here we go. We have Danglers again. Last time they pushed pretty hard. Looks like they're not sending anyone down around the south side, which is rather interesting because a good wing person right now would have a great vantage point. They would be a little bit exposed, and maybe that's what they're thinking. So we are getting a 5-man northern push. We have 2 people on objective. They are not wanting to give up an objective. Beefy and Pancake are both in the motel. And then in this south double, you do have Landon, who's actually going to be on the bottom floor. You can actually get all the way up to the 3rd floor. It's one of the few buildings that you can get on the 3rd floor. But he's going to stay around that 1st and 2nd floor. All right, now we're starting to see a little bit of a split from Marsoc. We're going to have one that's going to go down towards ruins beside the rooftop. Ribeman has already taken that rooftop. We are getting a flank. Now the hard part about flanking on this spawn is you have to assume that there are people inside that motel, and there are just so many windows, and it's so hard to see inside those windows that it's just really hard to get through this spot right here. You're gonna see Joe Mama. He's gonna probably try and peek here in a second just to see if he can see anything. It's going to be very difficult, if possible at all, for him to get through the opening. Here goes his move. Like I said, it's just so hard to be seen, and he is taken out very quickly. You have Executioner who's going to attempt the same thing, just blind firing into those windows because you cannot see inside there. It's virtually, it's not impossible, but it is highly unlikely you're going to make it all the way across that opening from that distance without some sort of smoke, some sort of distraction. But it looks like Executioner is going to use that smoke. However, he is spotted. He's going to make his move. And he's taken out even through the smoke. Like I said, that's just a hard way to press on this objective where you know there's at least going to be one person inside. Meanwhile, while all that was taking place, we did lose another player. Let's see who that was that we lost. We did lose Llewellyn in the middle as well. So that's 3 Marsoc down, 2 remaining, all Volk still up. So Ribeman's still sitting on that rooftop. He does return shots on the double, but he does not land those shots. We do have Expediter, who has moved back behind the left wingtip. They do still have plenty of time. They could take their time and try and sneak up one of the 2 flanks. Or maybe one go middle and one flank around, but they are going to have to make some decisions fairly soon. The best thing for Danglers is that they got that first win on Marsoc's side, which is a huge advantage. Whenever you can break serve early as Marsoc, it becomes you basically get the Volk advantage at the end. So at this point, they don't have to win another round on Marsoc's side as long as they can win on defense the rest of the matches that they get defense, providing that SMC Tactical doesn't cap. Here we go. They are pushing right up the middle. The only person who's really going to have a shot at them for the short term is going to be Landon. Landon should be able to see them, and possibly the motel. You hear shots coming from Beefy. There we go. Landon is now shooting at their location. Beefy shooting. Believes he sees him. More shots from Landon. I can't quite see where Landon is shooting. Ryberman is able to make it out of Landon's view, so he's going to be able to come around that that right side. Expediter going back behind the building, use a little bit extra cover. He's going to join his teammate behind the ambulance. All right, now Ryberman's got to worry about the objective building seeing him. A minute 22 left. They are going to have to move pretty fast. Shots on objective. Not controlling that gun too well. A lot of his shots are going high. They have a minute 10. All 5 members of Volk are still up. Ryberman just trying to see if he can see anybody. And did he take him out? No, he did not. He did not. He just ducked. Kind of looked like he took him out at first. Expediter moving up. Landon able to see Expediter. Actually, I wasn't sure if that was Landon or not. Regardless, Landon does get the last member, and that is going to be the first point for SMC Tactical. Great defense right there. Not losing a single member. That's what you want to see when you're on defense. That'll give you a confidence boost right there. So SMC Tactical with just a pretty much a perfect defense. Pretty much a perfect defense. That one, all you have to do is spread across and land your shots, and they had no trouble landing the shots as soon as they saw the attackers. Danglers came from multiple directions trying to find their weak point. Unfortunately for Danglers, there really wasn't one. Now the next objective is going to be actually very similar to the last objective because you kind of already know where they're going to attack from. They have to be coming from the south. So whether it's southeast or southwest, that's yet to be determined. But you know that they have to attack from the south. So that limits a lot of approaches. So then it's just a matter if Danglers can duplicate SMC Tactical, get into good positions, and just land the shots. I'm assuming you're going to see 1 or 2 on the roof. One go right, one go left. But we'll just have to see if that's the case. All right, so it looks like we're going to be sending 2 to the right. I would not expect a hard push from SMC Tactical. They do have the full distance to go. They got spawned completely on the south side. So we're going to send 1, 2 to the right. 1 to rooftop, 1 left, 1 back on the semi-truck, 18-wheeler, JB Hunt truck. There's about 15 names for that truck. Shots already out coming from Danglers. I don't know if those were distraction shots or if they potentially feel like they saw somebody. Pongcake should be able to see one behind the white car. I believe he does. It's going to be a hard shot for him to land. Shots are out. No one down. We do have 1 member back on the wingtip again. He can see on top of that roof. So the Volk member who's on the roof has to be careful. He's decided to drop actually below the roof. Here we go. We are going to push up from Brass. Now, as soon as Brass turns around this wingtip, he's going to be spotted. I can't tell who that is from back there. It is going to be Joe Mama. And actually, we did just lose a Marshall member. I'm not sure who landed those shots, but he was following behind Brass and gets taken out. Brass able to make it across. Brass is using all the cover he can, which is very little. Shots from the roof, from behind the roof. Brass now knows he has to move. However, Joe Mama should be able to see his position pretty quickly. He threw a smoke grenade. He almost threw it on the roof, but it did drop back down. That's very fortunate. He's now going to smoke Joe Mama's position. That one actually may have been a little too far. Brass still peeking. He does take a bullet. It did not look like he hit who he was aiming for. Pancake has moved up to this wingtip. He's going to attempt to get at some shots right here on Ryberman. Ryberman now sees his position. Grenade out, and grenade does not hit its target. Pancake has now dropped down. Interesting that there are two members over here, neither one pressed up on that. Executioner still holding this this ditch. Joe Mama still holding the double. And there we go. We did just lose another one. Executioner able to take him out, but we also lost a Volk member on this side. I'm not sure. It may have been Sickness who was able to take out that member as well. Lots of action happening right here in the center of the map. And there goes another Volt member on the wingtip. I believe he is taken out by Joe Mama, who has finally moved around. Here we go. We have one on the roof. Ryberman sneaking up. I believe he's aware that Beefy is down below. He should have heard those shots. He definitely hears those shots. However, if he peeks too far, Sickness might be able to get him. If he turns, he'll be able to see Sickness. Sickness is now moving around the corner. Ryberman unable to peek over the side. He should definitely be able to see Beefy now. No, he doesn't. Now he does. But he's taken out by Sickness. Great shot by Sickness. There are only two. Is there two or three? Yeah, there are 3 Volt members still alive. Now, Ryberman was just taken out by Joe Mama yet again, who's moving around. Sickness is the last remaining member for Marsoc. And he is taken out by Llewellyn. And just like that, Danglers up 3-1. Great defense by Danglers. If Danglers can get a point right here, they will actually win the first map, which is exactly what you want. SMC Tactical, they need something to happen right here. Now, SMC, they definitely had the stronger defense the first map, or the first round. So let's see if they can do that again. And it's going to be a repeat spawn. All right, and we are back into it. It looks like this is going to actually be a very short spawn. Very short spawn. Marsoc is going to spawn inside the Marsoc pit. They're going to be able to come from this north side very quickly. It's really up to Volk if they're able to get the positioning. If they only send one to that side, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. So they have to send 2 at the beginning, because if you can get the Marsoc players behind this building out of line of sight, they can be dangerous. And shots are already out. They're shooting at Sickness. They were able to get Brass. Brass did make it all the way across. And no one has actually made it across. Sorry about the camera. No one made it across that backside, so that's really good for the defensive team. One is actually taken down and out on the roof. Ryberman now taking a great approach to the roof. It's going to be hard for him to be spotted. 2 Marsoc members. 2 Marsoc members are down. They peeked the corner. And 2 Marsoc members are down thanks to, is that Cygnus? Yeah, Cygnus is able to take out 2. Now Ryberman's about to look at Cygnus, see if he can't get a kill right here. He knows there's got to be one around the objective. That's what he's looking for right now. Now he's going to start peeking that tank. He decides, you know what? There's just too many places for them to be. Let's back up, regroup, see if there's a better approach. Pancake, meanwhile, is sitting on the roof. He's in a great vantage point for where all the Marsoc members are currently sitting. He does open fire. So all 3 members are now looking at Pawncake's position. And we are getting another push up again by Rivalman. Same position as before. Pancake still alive on the roof. And Rivalman taken out very quickly by Brass. Looks like so far the defense is holding. Llewellyn trying to sneak up to the objective. Only 2 members left for Marsoc is going to be Llewellyn and Expediter. Expediter looks like he's setting up for a full flank. He does have plenty of time. But Llewellyn's pushing up solo right now. Shots on Expediter's position. If I were Llewellyn, I would actually probably sit back and wait for Expediter to get a little bit better position, especially when you don't know how many are still alive. As soon as he turns this corner, if Brass sees him, Brass should be able to take him out. So Llewellyn needs to stay as low as possible. If he stands up at all, okay, now he's made it to the highest part of the hill. However, Llewellyn's not even needed. Great shots coming by Expediter onto the roof. That was Llewellyn's primary objective. Objective achieved by Expediter. Great long-range full auto shot. Sickness is now moving up towards the flank. I can't tell where he's wanting to press. Brass flanking a corner. So they're all trying to kind of move up to a little bit more forward position. They know where 1 member is. Beefy in a pretty precarious spot. If Llewellyn looks over here, he's going to be able to get great shots on Beefy before Beefy has time to react. But for now, Llewellyn's just holding his position.
I'm watching middle burning building. The right side is clear. Nobody's crossed yet. I'm at white car.
2:20 left in the round. Llewellyn is now looking at Beefy's position. He is not standing up or peeking at all. He is whispering to Expediter. It's so quiet I can't even hear what he's saying. I'm right on top of him. Llewellyn needs to take a quick peek. Now Llewellyn should be able to see him. If Llewellyn stands up, he sees him. Okay, shots are fired. Llewellyn has to stand up. There it is. But Llewellyn does not land the shots. Beefy able to get down into the ditch. Llewellyn just gave up his position without giving a kill. That is not good. And Llewellyn's taken out for it. Very unfortunate. He needed to land those shots and then relocate. Expediters now has no choice but to push up. He's the last member for Danglers. Go under this plane wing with him. He's going to have to go right by Beefy. He decides, you know what? I already know 1 person's there, so we're going to have to come around this side. Now, it is a... I'm not sure what he was shooting at. I think he shot at his down teammate. It is a 1-on-2, so it's still possible, but he only has 45 seconds left, so he's got to do something pretty quick here. Expediter showing a little bit of indecisiveness. He needs to make a decision and move. Here we go. Here goes the move. He's going to have to peek and take out Sickness right here. He's down to 30 seconds. Sickness moving back on the objective. Great decision by Sickness. He should be able to get the jump on Expediter right here. He does not. Expediter misses his shots. He knows where Sickness is. Expediter able to make it all the way around, and he takes him out. 12 seconds. Here comes the move by Beefy. Beefy should just hold. He should just hold and not move up anymore, but he does. He moves out in the open. There's 5 seconds. Expediter has to be able to peek. 2 seconds. 1 second. Expediter does not get it in time. Correct. Expediter does not get it in time. SMC Tactical are able to stay alive. I believe that was a bad decision by Expediter. He knew how much time was left. Even if you can cap it in 3 seconds, that there wasn't enough time. All he had to do was look. I feel like both members just then made a bad decision. Expediter by going for the cap, and and Beefy for going for the rush with 5 seconds left. However, that still falls in SMC Tactical's favor, and SMC Tactical now have an opportunity to sweep this map out from under Dangler's feet. If they can get a cap right here, this would be an outstanding comeback for the first map. However, Danglers, all they have to do is defend here. All right, another relatively short spawn. This one they're going to be Marsoc's going to be a push up through the main town fairly easily up until they get to this general area. So not a whole lot of map to work with unless you go for full flanks here. Shots already out across the road. It looks like we have lost 2 members. We have 2 members of Marsoc trying to cross the road. It is very important. If you're crossing one of these roads, you have to deploy smoke. You have to deploy smoke for reasons such as that. Not even 10 seconds into the map, you already lost 1. Cygnus going to go for the revive, and unfortunately, that is not going to turn out well for him. You have 3 members of Marsoc down. Beefy's taking that top position. We do have 1 member of Volk who is flanking around. He's going to be able to finish those off. So last 2 Marsoc have already moved up. Landon is in a pretty, he's kind of stuck where he is. If he goes back at all, and he's taken out. Last member is Beefy. Not sure who that was for Volk, but cleaning up the down players. Joe Mama's going to be coming around. He's going to be able to have shots on Beefy very soon. So we have a little bit of team-on-team action from Danglers that distracts Joe Mama, and he gets tagged in the side by Beefy. So Beefy already telling his team, you're going to be waiting a second. I'm going to take my time. He knows that he's the last one alive. But he knows to push up right now would be suicide. Now, the good news for Danglers is because of where everyone went down, if they've communicated well, they should have a good count on how many are alive. They should know there's only 1 left, and they keep hearing him fire shots. That's where good communication would come in. We are getting 1 who's moving up. Well, he was moving up to the roof. Now he's moving around the back side. I'm actually not sure if they do know there's only 1 left because they're watching that north side like they feel like somebody's trying to flank. Beefy holding this spot for the last minute and a half. We're down to 3 minutes. He's still looking for anyone to peek. However, Danglers with 4 members up. The last thing they need to be doing is peeking. Shots out again from Beefy. I believe he's trying to land shots on the roof. And it actually looked like he may have landed some shots. Expediter forced to hit the dirt there. He did take 1 bullet. Opts to get down in a prone position. More shots on Expediter. Expediter hitting the dirt again. Two and a half minutes. Beefy's been on this plane. He says, you know what? That's been enough. 2 minutes left. He's got to make a move. He really doesn't have any good options. As soon as he gets out in this area, unless he has some incredible shots on Ryberman, he's going to be taken out pretty fast. Just like that, as soon as he pops out, Ryberman able to take him out. And with that, Danglers win map number 1, 4-2. Excellent work by Danglers. This is exactly how they were wanting this to go. So 4-2. All right, give me just a moment, and we will be back with our next map. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be right back. All right, and we are back. Map number 1 going to Danglers. SMC Tactical have to have a win here on this map. We are actually going to be playing Suburbia 1. Stand by one moment. Had to grab my coffee really quick, but we are back ready to go. Just waiting for the teams to ready up. Danglers are going to start off with the advantage here. They're going to be on Volk side starting out. So if they can defend Volk every time, they can just defend their way all the way through this map, providing that SMC Tactical does not get a cap somehow. And here we go. First objective is going to be over near the playground. So trying to figure out exactly where they want to go. Danglers are going to start on more of the northwest side. All right, look like we have a little bit of issue, but looks like everybody's going now. Okay, Sickness not able to pull out his weapon currently. Hopefully he's able to get that taken care of. Shots are out. Joe Mama is down. I heard more shots land. He did not land any on that side. However, all the way across, we did lose a MARSOC member. Let's come back down to Sickness. Sickness still trying to get his equipment to work. Very unfortunate start for SMC Tactical here on map number 2. Execution in a great position. It's actually a position we usually see the Sickness in. However, Sickness is on the other team right now. I keep getting my teams mixed up. Beefy opening fire. And it looks like his shots actually landed. What a great... I can't tell if that's who he was shooting at just then. But what a great shot if that was him. More grenades out. We actually lose another member of MARSOC. Pwnecake has actually approached the objective building. But he has his work cut out for him. Executioner, of course, is going to be able to see that spot, and Llewellyn is going to be able to see a spot. Llewellyn's in a good position. You can actually look over this fence. You can actually look over the fence and see anybody coming from that side, not to mention this fence is fully penetrable, so he's going to be able to fire right through. The bullets will go through like butter. It'll have a little bit of reduced damage, but that's about it. Pwnecake is going to slowly turn this corner. However, he will not be able to see Llewellyn. Llewellyn should be able to see him. He may not fire. He will probably just call it out from Executioner. Pwnecake doesn't want to risk. He's going to come around this other side. So he's going to have a one-on-one potential situation with Executioner. Another smoke on the objective. No one else really pushing at all. Here we go. Sickness has moved up. Llewellyn has moved up. And they tell Pwnecake. Sickness was looking to get a kill right there. Beefy has moved around the backside. Executioner, I believe he tried to go for a revive there. Sickness taken out through the smoke. He doesn't turn to his right. Last member is now Beefy. Beefy able to tag one through the window. So much like last round, Beefy, the last remaining attacking player. This time he doesn't have 4 people to go against, however, he only has 2. Great shots by Beefy, however, the second guy was able to get the flank around that tank. I don't know if it's a flank at that point, but great positioning. And Danglers with another point. Danglers are now going to be on the attacking side. We're going to have a garage objective this time. This objective, a little bit easier to defend if done correctly. You can cap, if a team's able to get behind the building, you can cap from the backside, of course. The most common approach is for them to, if they go for the back cap, is to come around this left side. But I'd be very shocked if SMC Tactical doesn't have 2 members upstairs that'd be able to shut that flank down. I never did check back if Sickness was able to get his weapon up. I assume so, because he did push up through the smoke there at the end. But I'm not sure if he has had his tablet out or what was going on. All right, so it looks like everybody's up and going this round for SMC Tactical. We're getting a hard right side push already. Joe Mama's already made it up to the tank. He's gonna be able to see anybody who peeks this window. Landon probably shouldn't peek at all. Just wait for them to come around this right side, and then he'll be able to shoot them. But he does keep moving backwards and forwards. Landon very fortunate those shots did not land. So he was looking the opposite direction. Ryberman has actually made it up to the hedges. We do have 2 members who are flanking around this left side already. Sickness in the same position we expect him to be in. However, he's taken out through the hedge. Great shots by Llewellyn.
One down right side.
Beefy able to take out Llewellyn. Here comes the second member. No one on the right side moving up at all. Here we go. Expediter looks like he's about to start moving up around this corner. Landon not even looking out this back window, only looking out the front. I guess that actually that's the side window. Joe Mama has actually made it around that right side. Joe Mama going to make it all the way to the PC, to the APC. He's just going to have to be careful about Landon peeking that side window, but Landon hasn't even looked there yet. Brassmouth looking in that location. Grenade is out. However, everybody is inside the building. Landon now checking the APC, but he's actually taken out by Brassmouth. I believe that was Brass who shot him. We have more shots in the middle. Ryberman versus Phonecake. He doesn't realize Phonecake made it around the corner. And we do get a 1-for-1. Ryberman able to be revived. Landon's going to come downstairs and finish him off right here. There it is. Expediter hears those shots. He did pull out his tablet. Landon should know the Expediter, or rather he pulled out his weapon. I guess he had his tablet out. Landon should know that Expediter's around this corner if he heard that. Landon's back upstairs. Expediter 100% sure that he's there. While all that was going on, we did lose another MARSOC player on the right side. Our last MARSOC member is going to be Expediter. Expediter opens fire on Brass. He is going to have to move back around the building. I would expect him now. He's going to try and go for Landon here. I don't feel he has much of an option. He has 2 minutes and 13 seconds. He's got to clear one of these 2 sides. If he peeks anymore, Beefy's going to be able to see him. Beefy not peeking. Expediter looks like he's going to go for a big move here. Instead of going for the member right on his building, he's going to rush across. Shots are out. Expediter's pretty much stuck, though. Either direction he goes, he's going to be able to get tagged. Minute 20 left. Expediter's going to have to use smoke, grenade, something. He's got to get out of here. Here he goes. He makes his move, and actually Beefy missed it. Beefy didn't see that move just then. I think he was looking around the right side of that building. Expediter lands 1 kill. He's got a minute left. 1 on 2. 1 on 1. Another great shot by Expediter. Expediter using any type of crack crevice he can to see upstairs. 43 seconds left. There's the reload. Here we go. Expediter gets tagged. Here goes the move, and he gets down in time. He's got 18 seconds. And just in time, Beefy's able to peek up. If it would have been any later, he would have made it around the backside of that building with time to cap. Great heads-up play there by Beefy to tie it up. What a play there by Expediter. I did not expect Expediter to be able to move off of this position when he was on this wall. However, as soon as he ran across, fortunate for him, Beefy was expecting him to come around this side, and so he was kind of looking at that angle right there, and he did not see him come right through his peripheral. That is one thing that's a little bit difficult about VR. That's the one difference between VR and real life, is VR gives you about a 90-degree to 100-degree peripheral view, where in reality you usually have, I believe it's 120 or 128 that you have. So it's a little bit limited on your peripherals. And that was being demonstrated right there. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't claim to be. Fun objective here. This can be a very, very fast one. We're going to actually follow the... We're going to follow the attackers here. Curious to see if they just do an all-out rush. It looks like we do have two members running right up the middle. They probably won't rush. They'll probably stop at these hedges. Shots are out. I'm not sure. Those may have just been distracting shots by Sickness. But currently, no one is down. Landon has made it to a very forward position, a good spot for him to be in. You do have two members on objective building. You have two members behind objective building. And then you have a one-on-one. Pancake runs right by Llewellyn. Sorry, I tried to get over there a little bit quicker. But that is one attacker down. Llewellyn with a grenade. It hits the roof. It does hit Sickness, but it doesn't take him out. Not quite enough damage. It's rather shocking. If I took any damage from a grenade, I'm pretty sure I'd be down and out. And Sickness actually just team killed. Sickness just team killed one. So it is now 3 on 5. Yeah, all members of Danglers are actually still up. SMC Tactical, they just aren't coming together like we've seen, like we saw last week. Last week they were just such a solid unit. We're not quite seeing that here today. Now, Joe Mama, he keeps sticking through the wall. He just about got killed just then. But Ryboman now knows where Landon is. Rybo's looking. And just like that, Ryboman just lined up that headshot. First bullet takes him out. Last member is going to be Sickness. Looks like Llewellyn was able to pick up another kill. Sickness is going to push up the middle. Llewellyn has not moved yet this round. It's a really good spot for him to be in. I will say, Sickness has 3 minutes, and he has got to run the entire gauntlet. All 5 members of Danglers still up. This is going to be Very, very difficult, and it starts right here in this playground. He's not going to be able to run by Llewellyn. He's going to have to kill him. It looks as if he knows someone's over there. I don't know if he knows how much time he has. No reason to rush quite yet, but he does need to start making some sort of a move. Alright, he decides, you know what? I'm not even going to try that. I know there's one over there. Let's go someplace where we don't know if there is one. Smoke grenade is out. Looks like he's going to use that as a distraction. Let's see where he ends up going. He may try and come all the way behind Llewellyn's position, but I feel like Llewellyn's in a great spot, even for the flank, because he's going to be able to see him through this hedge right about. Well, he's not looking. There he goes. Now he looks. And here we go. He sees him. He just called him out. He's going to wait for Sickness to turn this corner. He can actually see just a little bit through that crack. Now he did go behind the... Here we go. And Sickness able to take out Llewellyn. Llewellyn expected him to walk in front of the bus just then. He was looking through the crack. However, Sickness went all the way behind, which cut off his line of view. Line of sight, rather. That did take 40 seconds for him to get through the first stage of the gauntlet. He still has 4 members left. He's going to have to make a heavy push. Expediter's not peeking. Mexicutioner stands up and just takes him out as soon as he hits that street. Danglers looking strong on defense. They only need 2 more points. They could, if they can cap this objective, they will win the match. SMC Tactical has got to step it up. This is when you need to come together as a unit. I wonder what that internet reception is like. This looks like how the Australians would string up their internet lines. Maybe that's why they drop out so often. I'll have to run that by Muffin and PTJ, see what they think. I never noticed that before. All right, we are going to have another 2-story objective. Let's put a camera in here. All right, we did lose a member of MARSOC, so Danglers will be getting their member in just a moment. right, and the next round is starting. Here we go. Danglers, now with a chance right here to secure the win. SMC Tactical has got to defend right here. They need a strong defense to tie it back up. You can't allow Danglers to get a point. Shots are out very quickly. Cake peeks out that back window, fires straight down the lane. However, no one was there. We're getting a push up already by Rivalman. He has made it. No, he's almost made it to the hedges. He's got one line to cross. Smoke grenade on that right side. That was a very far smoke grenade. That went past all the buildings. Expeditors going to keep eyes on that top window. Executioner and Llewellyn trying to tag somebody on the defensive building. Beefy opens fire. He actually does land a shot on the Executioner. Joe Mama comes in and is taken out quickly by Cake. Cake taken out. I'm not sure who it was. We do have one Marsot member inside, Rivalman. I'm not sure what he's doing. Oh, he's trying to cap. He's actually... Can you cap from there? What? What? I have never seen that. In my 300 hours of playing this game, I have never seen a cap in that position, but y'all saw it here. Danglers take the win with... My mind's blown. My mind is blown. What a cap by Rivalman. That is going to be a clip. No idea you could cap from that spot. Excellent play. He surely knew you could cap from there. Wow. I'm so impressed by that play. So that's going to be it for Danglers. That's a 4-1 map 2. Danglers are going to win. We're going to move on to a map number 3. Give me just a moment. I was not even prepared with the scoreboard there. That was amazing. That was amazing. So it does look like we're going to have a remake, a lobby remake. So give me just a moment to catch up with the lobby, and then we will be right back. All right, so we are getting close to our third and final map. It is going to be Tanker. We're waiting for one more member of SMC Tactical to join. That last map was incredible. Danglers have secured the win. They are currently at 8 points to SMC Tactical's 2. However, if you're familiar with how our league works, it is based on your matchmaking rating and not just your wins and losses. What that means is each round you win also goes into that weighted average. And so SMC Tactical, they're definitely going to want some points here, especially against a top 10 team. Even rounds can help at how high they are on the board. Danglers definitely doing what they set out to do today. Of course, before this match, Danglers was ranked number 8 and SMC Tactical ranked number 5, but Danglers showed up ready to play today with a cheeky cap in the last map. I don't know how many players are aware of that position, but even based on the reaction of you guys in chat, it looks like that was quite the cap right there. So I'm glad I'm not the only one who doesn't know about that position, but unless there's a ruling that comes out in the near future, that definitely changes some gameplay on Suburbia. At least for me, it does. So that's awesome. So we do have 5 members readied up and 4 members readied up. I don't know if they're thinking of going 5 versus 4. I don't know if they're having trouble on Volk. It looks like we're missing Sickness. We'll keep some music going in the meantime until this one's ready to start up. You cap from there? So I tried to get an update from that last one. I don't know if they're, I was trying to see if they're trying to get a ruling. I'm not sure what's going on, but it looks like everybody is ready to start into this third and final map, which at this point it is just to pad the MMR for SMC Tactical. Danglers very happy with the outcome so far. Yeah, I don't see why that would be an illegal cap, because it's the same as capping from the other side of a wall or underneath buildings on downfall. I feel like it would be under the same ruling. I just have never seen that before. And here we go. We are into the map. Go try and balance the audio a little bit. All right, so we actually do have a rear objective spawn here. And here we go. Three members of MARSOC are going to push upstairs. 2 are going to push downstairs. See if we can figure out where they are. I'm going to do my best to keep up with people downstairs. It's just very difficult sometimes. Now it looks like all of Volk is upstairs as well. Pancake is actually outside of the objective rooms, so he's going to be able to see anybody coming through this forward approach, which the majority of Danglers are going to do. Smoke is out. Second smoke out. Grenade out, it hits nobody. I'm not sure who Pancake was firing at. I think he was firing at a Phantom, but he gave up his position. Joe Mama able to quickly take out the target. Joe Mama's going to be the first one close to position here. The Weller has made it through the forward approach. Joe Mama just now entering. Llewellyn rushes in. Llewellyn takes one out. He's going to be able to cap. He's putting in the code right here. No one is rushing from behind currently. Oh, and at the last second, Joe Mama not able to take him out in time. Llewellyn drops the cap. But now we have 2 new oh, I'm sorry, that was the last kill. That was the last kill. So close to a cap right there. I'm gonna have to turn down the audio just a little bit. This thunder is quite loud. Actually, what I could do is just turn down my audio on my headset. I think that will work better. Great first round for Danglers there on offense. Able to take out all of the defenders. SMC Tactical they're not playing very solid today at all. Now this is Aussie Thunder's favorite objective right here on this map. We'll see if SMC Tactical, if they go for the rush or if they go for a little bit slower play. All right, so it looks like the majority of Volk are going to stay upstairs. We're going to ride up with SMC Tactical, see what they do. We do have Sickness with his shield. They may go for a rush here, although Sickness is in the back. Beefy calling out his grenade throw timing. All right, so they slow it up just a little bit. Grenade is out, does no damage. Sickness is underneath. Oh, I thought he was running past Expediter just then. However, Brass does move up on Expediter's position, is able to take him out. That's 1 Volk down. 2 other members downstairs. Llewellyn throws a grenade on Landon. However, Beefy is able to take him out. Brass is moving up on Jamama. We can see a cap here. Lucky for Jamama, he was able to take out Brass. But Beefy can actually move up. If he moves up that left side, they can go for a cap right here. The last member of Volk is downstairs. Beefy needs to move up and go for a cap. No, Executioner, he moves out. Executioner's going to stand right on that objective. He is not going to allow somebody to cap. Good heads-up play there by Executioner. Pancake peeks through the door, able to take Executioner out. SMC Tactical, with a point on the board, ties it up. Once again, that was another great movement around that left side. I believe that was Expediter that made that movement around. With that, we are 1-1, another top side objective. This one's going to be the central objective. Now, this one can go either way. This one is easy to defend and easy to cap. It's just a matter of who gets penetration the quickest. Some teams will send flankers on this one on Volk's side, but then that leaves it a little more open on the top side. So it's kind of a question on what strategy are they going to impose right here. Another false alarm. And here we go. All right, so looks like Danglers are opting to go downstairs. Let's see what Volk are wanting to do. Pancake going downstairs. We're getting a heavy push actually from Volk. Volk pushing way forward. Brass taken out very quickly by Joe Mama. Executioner and Ryberman downstairs in a forward position already. Landon moves up, takes fire from Ryberman. Landon switches to a grenade. It is a frag grenade. It's going to be very short. Landon peeks out, takes out Ryberman. Great play by Landon. Executioner still moving towards Landon's position. And now, yeah, it's Landon versus Executioner. Executioner, of course, hearing that tablet. And Executioner looks too far to the left. Landon with another kill. 2 great kills. There's only one member of MARSOC left alive. He is up top, and it is Expediter. SMC Tactical looking a lot stronger on this map. You know, I don't think I've ever heard that horn on Tanker either. It's kind of like the dogs on Subway. You just don't hear it very much. Expediter able to take one out. Another member moving up on Expediter's position. Expediter hits the deck, but Beefy still sees him, able to take him out. There is another point by SMC Tactical. 2-1. SMC Tactical has a chance to cap and win right here, win the map that is. We are going to go underneath. If I can remember which camera that was. There we go. We are going to go underneath for this objective. SMC Tactical definitely want this cap in order to get the most points possible. All right, and you are going to have Marsoc starting up top. Volk are going to start in the belly of the ship. Cygnus wanted a shield. Nice, all in unison, doing the dive down the stairs. That looked very pretty, guys. All right, we're getting a quick push along this left side. We're going to come up in front. Mexicutioner's actually in a great position here. Brass starts to clear. Mexicutioner in position, takes out Brass. However, Brass able to go 1 for 1. Landon throws out the grenade. However, the player's already down and out. Beefy now pushing that side. Landon going to push up the center. Not sure where that was. That may have been Beefy picking up a second. Then Beefy is taken out. We're just going to hold here. Looks like the rest of Volk predominantly are in this room. It's very hard to cast this objective. Joe Mama's going to hold right there on that corner. Landon getting ready to peek around this side. There's the peek, and Expediter's able to take him out. Expediter goes down in the process. Llewellyn and Ribeman may move up for a revive. Smoke grenade or flash grenade is out. Not the best flash grenade. However, the revive does come through. It is 4 on 1? 4 on 2. 4 on 2. Oh, Pwn Cake's just really hard to see because he's already taken damage. The last member has decided to flank all the way to the back of the ship. Joe Mama has decided to flank around. If he stands up, he's going to be able to see. And he does. He takes out another. The Sickness, the last remaining member of SMC Tactical. Cygnus slowly creeping through, trying to use get the most out of his flank. He wants to make sure no one hears him coming. Cygnus still not making any sounds at all. Ribeman is also watching that door. So you have Expediter and Ribeman. Cygnus is going to have a good play here to make it in. Cygnus should have heard that tablet. Cygnus has now peeked. I don't think Ribeman can see him from his position. Now he should be able to. Yes, Ribeman opens fire. Takes out Cygnus. We are all tied up yet again, 2-2. Now, Danglers with the chance to cap and win right here. Danglers already, of course, securing the victory. Now they are looking to secure as many points as possible as well. Take those points away from SMC Tactical. By doing so, this will continue to push Danglers higher and higher up on the leaderboard because they'll be increasing their MMR rating. Now we do have an inside objective here. We're going to place one camera inside the... Nope, we are not, apparently. Let's try that again. We're going to place the camera inside the dark room because you can cap from inside the dark room. Right here. And then we're going to place one inside the objective room as well. Sorry for the FPS drop there. If anybody has any suggestions on how to clear that up while in spectate mode, feel free to let me know. I do know that does not have to do with super sampling. Right now I'm at 0.5 super sampling, and we've done it as low as 0.1, and it doesn't change anything. Expediter has actually moved way up to a 4th position. Pwnecake, actually almost all of Volk have left the building, so they've all pushed up. Only one member, no, I'm sorry, 2 members, Ryberman and Executioner, are the only ones that have gone downstairs. Pwncake's about to be on the Expediter. He takes him out very quickly. Brass and Joe Mama take each other out, both down and out. Pwnecake, I believe, just heard Llewellyn. Pwnecake fires in Llewellyn's position. Llewellyn returns fire. Both of them relocate. Cygnus still just holding up top. Llewellyn going around the backside. The Cygnus takes him out. Better yet, he puts him down. He is not out. Executioner and Ryberman last two alive. Executioner, hearing his partner go down, decides he's going to go back for the revive. The Cygnus no longer looking in that direction. And there it is. Great revive. Cygnus is looking the opposite way. The Cygnus may have heard. Yes, he did. Cygnus heard Pwnecake and has taken out his own teammate. We do have 2 Marsoc downstairs. Let's see if we can get down there with them. Sorry, I'm going to swing the camera through pretty fast. It's so hard to get through downstairs. Here we go. And we've caught up to them just in time. I probably should have just come in the back of the ship. It is 3 on 3. But there are 2 members who are going to be pressing up towards the objective. Landon moves up and Ryberman takes him out. Beefy isn't now in position. Executioner turns the corner on Beefy. Executioner's taken out. Ryberman's going to be putting in the code. Beefy has not moved. Beefy now goes for the move. Ryberman can win it right here. And with that, Danglers wins all 3 rounds. Beefy just a little too slow. All 3 maps won by Danglers. What an outstanding performance today by the ranked number 8 team. They will no longer be ranked number 8 after that performance. Just outstanding work for Danglers. SMC Tactical, just a lot of unfortunate plays. Great caps. That is 2 caps for Dangler throughout the match. SMC Tactical just not playing as strong as they played last week. Last week they were a solid unit. You could not get through their defense. And unfortunately today, not quite as strong. Great work for both teams. Really fun to watch. Danglers, of course, getting the upper hand. They're going to take a 4-8-12, 15-point win. Of course, those 3 bonus points for winning the match, and then SMC Tactical are going to have 5 points. So that is 2 top-ranked teams right there. Rank number 8 versus rank number 5, and rank number 8 wins. So you know Danglers are going to be very happy with that performance. That's going to push them up to one of the top 5 teams. I don't know if they'll make it all in this one win, but they're getting very close to get up towards that number 1 position. They still have a lot of work to do. I still don't believe anyone has taken 5 rounds off of beginners yet. Beginners just have been dominating so far this season. So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this season plays out. I believe we are on week 10. We still have not received word exactly when this season will end, but we feel like we're about halfway, maybe a little bit past halfway. So hopefully we'll be getting a little more confirmation as to when the final weeks will be. That being said, that's all I've got for this cast. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you do have any questions or comments concerning the cast, feel free to hit me a private message on Discord, or feel free to post it in the Discord official Onward channels. Make sure it's in the appropriate channels, and you can either tag me or tag league casters, and we'll be able to take notice of that. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope everyone has a great rest of the evening or morning, depending on where you are. And I'm not sure what casts are coming up the rest of this week. I have a little bit of a strange schedule, so I'm just going to be plugging in whenever I can to get more casts in. But until next time, I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Have a good one, everybody.
Looking to get into competitive virtual reality gaming? Register and compete for free at VRMasterLeague.com.
They're all pushing together, all working in unison. Now we only have one Volk player left on the garage. It's Biggie Smalls. He has to survive. He can't kill for kill right now because there are two master players. He has to survive this. He has 10 seconds remaining. Don't peek, Biggie Smalls. Stay there. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Sled moving out. Biggie Smalls moving back to the garage. 2, 1. Wow. Absolutely incredible stuff.
Interesting play by Kev right here on the on this wall. He almost turned the corner. I don't know if he heard Mad Eyes, but he is now peeking. He's trying to see if he can see anybody on these boxes. Mad Eyes is in the perfect position. I don't think Kev can see him. Mad Eyes is just waiting. Mad Eyes lets Kev walk all the way across. Did he not see him? Centaurian now walking front. Mad Eyes takes out Centaurian. Turn 6. What a play.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Danglers here. SMC Tactical using their momentum. Pwn kick on top of Stumpy, probably throwing him off. Sickness tossing a smoke. A nice grenade! Stumpy snagging 3, completely shutting down their approach.
Gag's gonna be able to hear that. Killinger going up to the second floor. If they're not careful though, Gag's gonna be able to shoot through the window. Gag's just playing a quiet game right here. Killinger is exposing himself almost slightly and taken out. That's all it takes. If a hand is barely exposed, he's gonna be down and out for a counter, and he gets, oh man, Gag has put in some work.
From the stairwell. The smoke's coming in. The global camp trademark smoke penetration tactic. They're gonna get you lit. They're gonna get you buzzing. And then they're gonna come in hard. Can Phoenix hold them off? To topple the top dog of the US. Thunderpods stacking up with Jizzy Pants on the corner. Now come the hand signals. And no, rejection. He does not want to kiss. But Jizzy making a run for across the southern turnstiles. Smithy sitting on the corner of the L room. Fry's going in. Thunderpants rushing in. And oh, Smithy tags him with the SKS at close range. Meanwhile, Jizzy looking for a kill. Tags Officer Statham. Malno looks for Jizzy. Doesn't catch him. Jizzy moving in. And oh, right around the corner. Jizzy not finding his target. Malno immediately falling back. And Malno looking for Otto. Jizzy takes him out though. Smithy about to look at Jizzy Pants. And Smithy does take Jizzy Pants. Otto meanwhile looking for a free frag on Jizzy. Not finding it one-on-one. Oh, it's a trade versus Otto.